Hi everyone, I'm Amber. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the second trailer in the Hunger Games prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So I just read the book. The second trailer is out. Let's review. So I did do a review on the book. It's on my channel, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. Let's put on my earphones that are giving me a little bit trouble. Alright. Let's go ahead and press play. It's loud. Oh, ooh. So much has happened. I like how, it was the Hunger Games theme, which is nice. That's Dr. Gall. She got so much going on right now. I don't know what's happening. Ooh. We got a different, take on the Mockingjay song, sorry. It looks... Why are they all in red? It looks so much more high-tech than it's supposed to be. It's got that Hunger Games feel, but, we're supposed to be advancing towards all the high-tech stuff. That's probably Tigress. Why do they look like twins, though? Her dress is pretty, but I imagine more rainbow. Okay, I like that scene. That's when he's a peacekeeper. That's when they're hanging. The guy. Okay. Coriolanus, is that how you say his name? Ooh. So it shows them as kids, like babies. Alright. You see, why are all these high-tech things in the arena? I don't understand that. Ooh, the snakes are interesting. I imagine them brighter, though. Their classroom is not how I imagined it. That's when the bombs go off, probably. Okay. Ooh, that's when the snakes come in. Oh! I imagine more color. What on earth is in that water? Okay. Ooh, it's got that, kind of southern vibe. I love it. Oh, it's got older in the background. Oh, and that's probably the same before she runs away. Okay. So, lots going on. I'm a bit skeptical when it comes to this movie because I feel they want to make it so grand and seem, so much like the original Hunger Games, and I feel like it's not going to be as popular for some weird reason. And I just feel it's just because how they are releasing it. The trailer came out right when the book came out. And yet a lot of people didn't really know that the book came out. From what I've heard and what I've been talking to people about, they were like, there's a Hunger Games prequel, what? And so if you know, and you're in the loop and you've seen the trailers and everything, I do think that the actors that are chosen for this seem a little too old for the actual characters. They seem like they're in their 20s, they're in college or something. They don't seem like high school students to me. And I think they seem like older versions of these individuals, but I mean, let's see what they do. I think that there's a lot of high tech, kind of they're trying to make it like the original Hunger Games movies, and it's fine that they use the same visual kind of feeling with colors and um, this grandness like of what the Hunger Games was, but I think that in doing so they're not really paying attention to the point of the book, which is this is the development of the Hunger Games. Thus, it's not this high tech grand thing yet. It's a thing that is in the process. We're learning, we're growing. It's very much this broken, like, older version of the Capitol. And all the, like, seams are not hidden behind the shadows. Everything you is perfect in the original one. This one, it's very much like you're seeing all the flaws and you're seeing how everything is built and created, and that's what I really loved about this. And I love that it has like this kind of like southern feel. Like I think that plays a lot into Lucy Gray's character. And her voice sounds beautiful. That's how she's gonna sing. Um, but I think that they missed an opportunity to like really play with color in this book, because there's so much beautiful color in her dress, in the snakes and their colors, and just in Lucy Gray's character in itself and her world. Like I imagine hopefully when we like go to District 12, it's a little bit more brighter at this time because of her, because there's this music. Um and I feel like again they're kind of making it more shades of the Hunger Games. It feels more, what's the word? The original Hunger Game movies had like this kind of like filter put on it that made it feel very ominous, very cold, very mechanic, very woodsy. But there was like these colors that were very potent. There was like reds and obviously the oranges and the the blacks and the browns, but it also felt very mechanic and high tech. And I feel like this movie has similar elements, and if anything like it's reduced some of the colors. And again, like with Lucy Gray, I don't think it should have done that. I think there should have been more colors. I think there should have been pinks and greens, like neons and like warm colors when we are like introduced to District 12, like very like southern but at the same time like striking colors when we're in the capital. I think that would have been very beautiful, especially with the snakes. I think that it feels what I feel like what they did right is it feels like it was more in the past based on what I've seen in the trailers. Like things are taking place beforehand, and that there's like more kind of like dirt involved. It feels very kind of like how Mockingjay fell when they were kind of walking across like the bombing fields and stuff like that. Very kind of broken in visually, but that is only I think having to do with scenes of the arena, and I kind of want to see that more in the Capitol, because when I'm seeing the Capitol, I'm seeing like these really nice buildings with this grand architecture. There's a lot of like metal, and it feels very much high tech. And I feel like we do have nice buildings and stuff in the Capitol at this point, but you know, they just got through a war. So things need to be a little bit more rustic. I honestly don't know if any of that makes sense. It was hard just saying it. It's just, there's certain little things I feel visually that they could have taken advantage of. And from what I've seen, I don't think they're going to do it. It doesn't look like it from the trailers. And I am no I don't know what the terminology is or how to describe certain elements when it comes to film. I am very much a theater major, and even then, I don't know things about lighting and stuff like that. I know very small amounts about it, and I don't have the words to be able to fully express what we're talking about here. But I hope that I was able to somewhat explain it and that it's not confusing. And this whole thing is going to be just about the color of the Hunger Games movies. But honestly, that's all I have to say. And then the wardrobe choices, I'm not sure why everyone is wearing bright red in the school. I imagine more of like a blue. I don't remember what color they actually said. But yeah, and then there's too much going on at some points for some characters. And then Tigress and Snow, I think, very much look like twins. And her actress looks way older than the actor for Snow. And nothing against her, I'm sure she's a brilliant actress. But I just feel like it doesn't click in my head. Um, and I'm sure if that was the age they were supposed to be, she would have, it would have been great. I'm pretty sure she'll still be great, but it just doesn't seem like the age that they're supposed to be. But hopefully their performance blows me out of the water, and I'm like, okay, you know what, it's fine. And it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, that's my review, and this is basically just a color analysis of the scenes. But what can you do? All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all soon. Bye. Hello, editing Amber from the future. I just wanted to add the scene where Lucy Gray is with the snakes and everything. Like, that is like her power of her vocals, guiding and leading these snakes. It's very much like the Pied Piper kind of thing with the mice. Obviously, Snow gave them her scent, but like the way that she's controlling them, that's very much her. And the snakes not being these bright colors, I think, like, I don't know, I imagine this scene so much more colorful and much more differently. And I think that the tones, now looking back at it, that I'm seeing for District 12 at least, seem okay, from those snippets that I saw in the trailer. I just hope again that there's more color, but I don't think that's going to be the case, at least in Lucy Gray's world. And I think that the kind of it being set more in a kind of dirty kind of vibe, I think might lend to the idea of District 12, because it's more kind of like southern, deserty kind of feel. So who knows? I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have to say.